Please don't watch it alone. Like, share, and subscribe, only if you dare to listen this type of stories regularly. When I was a kid, around 10 years old, we moved into an old house in a quiet neighborhood. The house was big, with creaky wooden floors and dusty corners. But what stood out the most was the old, large mirror in the hallway. My parents decided to leave it there, thinking it added a touch of character to the place. But from the moment we moved in, that mirror gave me an uneasy feeling. First, I thought it was just my imagination. I was in a new house, and everything felt a little strange. But then I started noticing things. Whenever I walked by the mirror, I felt like someone was watching me. It wasn't just a feeling of being watched. It felt like there was someone standing right behind me. Every time I turned around, no one was there. One night, I woke up thirsty and decided to get some water. As I walked down the hallway, I passed the mirror. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something move in the reflection. I froze and slowly turned to face the mirror. There, in the reflection, was a man standing behind me, his face pale and his eyes dark and hollow. He wasn't there in the hallway, only in the mirror. I blinked, but he was gone. I ran back to my room, heart pounding, and hid under my covers, too scared to even get the water I had wanted. I didn't tell anyone, thinking they'd just say I was imagining things. But it kept happening. Every night, I'd see the man in the mirror, always standing behind me, always with that same empty stare. He never moved, never made a sound, but his presence was terrifying. I started avoiding the hallway at night, but it didn't help. Sometimes, I'd see him in the mirror during the day too. One night, I finally told my mom about the man. She listened quietly, then told me something that made my blood run cold. She had seen him too. Not just her. My dad and older sister had both mentioned seeing strange things in that mirror as well. My mom had looked into the history of the house and discovered that a man who used to live there had died under mysterious circumstances, right in that very hallway. We moved out of the house a few months later. My parents didn't say it was because of the mirror, but I knew. The new owners took down the mirror and threw it away, but I still think about it sometimes. I wonder if they ever saw the man, or if he's still trapped in that old glass, waiting for someone to see him. Even now, years later, I avoid mirrors at night. Sometimes, when I catch my reflection, I can't help but check over my shoulder, just in case. Because I know that once you see him, you never really forget.